So here's your cute family. So what are the names of your kids here? Just tell these guys a little bit of the history here.
Our daughter there is Tayden. She just turned 6 years old a couple weeks ago. And her little brother is Tice, and he's 3.5.
Cool. So what, and he's having a lot of fun in this top picture, right? He looks like he enjoys getting his picture taken.
He does.
So just give a little bit of a history as to some of the health questions and challenges, because I've only known you now for 3 months or so, but you'd had a really rough struggle up until recently.
So when Tice was just shy of 3 years old, he was diagnosed with verbal apraxia, which is a motor planning disorder where basically the child's brain knows what it wants to say, but the brain cannot tell the mouth how to move properly.
Yep.
So he had a very limited amount of sounds that he could make, which made it very difficult for him to form a word. So he tried very hard to say words, and he would make a lot of sounds and get very frustrated because we didn't know what he was saying to us, but couldn't actually form the words. So at 3 years old, he had about 4 or 5 words that he could say, which was he was very aware of the fact that people didn't know what he was saying.
Yeah.
So he was diagnosed with apraxia. We were put on a wait list for the government-funded speech therapy program at Tyke Talk, and we did private speech therapy for about 6 months while we were on that waiting list. He had his assessment at Tyke Talk the same week that he met yourself.
Yeah.
So when he met with the speech therapist at Tyke Talk, she diagnosed him as having a very severe articulation disorder. And being quite behind where he should be at his age.
And I remember, weren't you saying at that point there were like 10 intelligible words?
Yeah, by the time he met her, he had about 10 words. They were all very short, so on, off, up, mama, dada, very short, easy words, but nothing complex. Apraxia is also characterized by the longer the word, the harder it is for the child to say.
Okay.
So when he met her, he had about 10 words. He met you that same week, and he had 6 weeks between the assessment and...
Because I think, because you were enrolled in programmed speech therapy.
Yes.
But there was a delay because it was summer vacations. And
Yeah. So he had the assessment, and then there was 6 weeks before he actually had his first session with her.
So we have this. So we have a little bit of a before and after. So when he has his longer hair, he's like early summer, and then the shorter hair is later in the summer.
Right.
And this is while you're this is like before and after while we're waiting to start with speech therapy just because of summer vacations and things. This is kind of a bunch of before and afters. Take a peek.
Tice.
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 Banana.
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 Apple. Apple.
Apple.
Grape.
Up.
Grape.
Good.
Outside.
Up.
No. Outside.
Outside.
More, please. More, please. Nice cat. Nice cat.
Nice cat.
I love you.
I
I love you.
love you.
So, no, but at the end of the day, so you guys basically, because you had gone gluten-free, you had
tried a
gone
whole bunch of
dairy-free.
stuff.
You guys came in knowing more about nutrition than the average person starting out. But then we really only changed one thing as far as really addressing health, and it was this final piece. So what's the difference now? Once we evaluate the spine, what happens next?
Yeah, this video basically showcased that he went from in the 6 weeks of the space where he went for the assessment and then actually went for his first session, and she could not believe it was the same child. The only thing we changed was coming to see you 3 times a week, and he went from saying 10 very simple words to about 300. And he can say up to 5-word sentences now.
Wow.
As opposed to on.
But you know what, I got to think the best part about the video is when the kid can say, I love you.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because, you know, just to see a kid struggle trying to get out the words, I love you, and then not be able to say that, and then now he says it all the time.
Oh,
So,
can I say something?
yeah.
He can say, I love you very much, which it's huge when your child can't communicate, and then all of a sudden, by making a small change, he can wake up in the morning and say, Daddy, I love you very much. It's
That's
amazing.
Great. That's great. Hey, give these guys a round of applause. But do understand, you got to look at everything. Like, and, you know, so I would definitely say, hey, listen, look at the food, look at the toxicity, but don't ignore the fact that there can be physical pressure on the central nervous system, right? Thanks, guys. Thanks so much. When we